Hello again, welcome to the Mystery Steamboat channel. If you're subscribed already, a big thumbs up to you. If you're not, there's a little subscribe button somewhere, there's a little bell for notifications. This is the next part of my Ask Me a Question. If you still want to ask me a question, put something in the comments down below. For those people who I have answered the question today, if you check in the description of the YouTube clip, there will be a link to their particular YouTube channel. So do feel free to check them out and see what they're up to in life and maybe subscribe to their channels. So on with the questions. Right, another question is, I'm doing this, I should do it there, but I can't, WhaToCook, Trini recipes and more. So I do I'm guessing that she missed the T out there. WhaToCook. WhaToCook. You know who you are anyway, because you'll be in the comments box below for your channel for your recipes. I am new to your channel, so my question is which... I can't see that. I've took a screen print. I can't see it. I think it says which country are you from. So as you might tell from the accent, I'm not American. I come from England. And we're southern England. We are close to London. So if you get your little map out, you see where London is. Head that way. I'm saying that way. You might think upside down. I don't know which way this is coming out. You just head east of London. Follow the River Thames along, and we're in that sort of area there. It's a nice place to be. We're close to the water. We're close to a couple of sort of biggish sort of towns. We're close to a couple of big, I'm going to say shopping centres, but you Americans will call them shopping malls. I think I've got a vlog or two of one at Lakeside and one at Blue Water. So anyone who lives in this area will know those shopping areas. They're good because they've both got a Disney store, so that's why we like them. They do crispy, is it Krispy Kreme donuts? Yeah, I think it's Krispy Kreme donuts. I don't eat them, but my wife does. So we always get Krispy Kreme donuts there. They've got HMV there for music and DVDs and Blu-rays. I love the Blu-rays. So yeah, so it's nice for that. It's also nice that we're quite close to retail parks. The American friends won't know what a retail park is. It's basically like how would you describe it? I suppose it's we call it a retail park. I suppose like when you sometimes go to a Walmart and then there's other shops around it and restaurants. It's a bit like that sort of principle really. So a retail park will potentially have one big, supermarket, say, with other shops around it. Or sometimes a retail park, we still call them retail parks, but it'll just be full of, like you have a cinema there and then all the restaurants around it. So we've got a few of those close by as well. And London is literally on the train about 40 minutes away. To be honest, I don't do London that often. It's a chore for me to get to London because I can't step on the train. I've now got a scooter or an EVC, you might call it in America, but I just drive around on my little scooter. So it's a chore getting to London because I can't get on the train, so you've got to have ramps and you've got to ring up to get the ramp ready. Then at the other end there's got to be a ramp to get you off the train, and then once you're in London, it's that where do I go from here, because I can't get on buses, can't get on the underground, because you can't do the underground really with, you might get away maybe if you was in a wheelchair, but possibly not, because London's an old place, so I don't think London is very friendly on the underground. So if we go anywhere, and we don't go to London so that often, but if we go anywhere we'd have to get a taxi. And they can pretty much get my scooter in there. It's a small scooter I've got. So it's good for that. It's a nice area. There's water that way. There's shops around. London's just over that. I'm pointing that way because it is kind of that way. It's a nice little area. A nice area. Right, Miss Jenny Lee. You've asked me the question which I already answered. I think that is in vlog, day question 1, session or 2, or maybe even this one. You basically said, I also like to know what made you start a YouTube channel. So I think it's basically that, to record some of my memories that I can see, although we can see them when we put them on the stick and watch them on the telly. but some of our family friends can see them at their leisure. I'll be subjected to a 7-hour session. They're tied to the chair. You must watch our 7-hour video footage. They can watch bits as and when they want, and you lovely people around the world can see what we're up to as well. And it's the message, to get the message out there that MS is what I've got. I'm what we call an MS warrior. That's what we call it. Well, I don't know what they're called in America, but that's what we call ourselves in England. MS warriors. Just to get the message out there that make something of your life. And it doesn't really apply to disability, really. I think it's anything, really, isn't it? Don't let life pass you by. Do something with your life. Enjoy it. You're only on this little merry-go-round once. Enjoy it. Right, next question is from that UK Disney couple. So our question is kind of ongoing. Oh, they're a sneaky lot as well, aren't they? Number 1, which celebrity or personality do you feel would play you in a film, and why? Well, first part of that is, who would want to watch a film about me? Apart from me, no one. There is only one person I'd want to play me in a film, but unfortunately he's died, so that's why, again, it would never happen, because the one person that's got to play me is Charlton Heston. I'm sorry, but who cannot love Charlton Heston? He's done the best movies. He's done Ben-Hur, he's done The Ten Commandments, he's done Earthquake, he's done one of my favourite films. I've got so many favourite films. If you were to ask me on my top 10 favourite films, it will constantly change, but to a point they stay the same. But Planet of the Apes, I love the Planet of the Apes films, I love the new films of Planet of the Apes, but that first one was just like, that twist at the end. I don't think I'd ever seen a film with a twist at the end until that film, because obviously I wouldn't have seen that when it was originally. I don't think was that in the 60s. But anyway, I don't think I was there when it was originally out. But it had a twist in it, and it was just like oh. But to me, if you were to say what is Charlton Heston's best film, you're not going to expect me to say this. Wayne's World. Wayne's World. Now, if you've seen Wayne's World, you know exactly what I mean. If you've not seen it, go on YouTube or do a search, do Wayne's World Charlton Heston, because he has a cameo in that film which goes on for about 2 minutes, and it's just brilliant. It is just brilliant. It's like, you cry. Wayne / Mike Myers is like, I'm trying not to cry. You do. You try not to cry, because he's just awesome. He's awesome. And if you said to me, no, you've got to have an actor who's alive now, then again, love him or hate him, for me it's William Shatner. Yes, he's Captain Kirk, but I just love the way he acts. There's something on the wing. That's from the Twilight Zone, Terror at 20,000 feet or something. It's just the way he acts with passion. That's what I like, a passionate actor. Charlton Heston has got passion. William Shatner's got passion. I love a passionate actor. Someone who really goes for it. So yeah, one of them two. But there's not going to be a film about me. Actually, there probably was a film about me, but although I wasn't here, it's called Dumb and Dumber. Yeah, it's just me. Then the next one is, which Disney character would you most associate with, and why? I've given this one no thought whatsoever, because I've been reading these questions and giving it a little bit of thought. I've given this one no thought whatsoever, because I could hear one shouting out, he's dopey, he's dopey. I'm not dopey. Jiminy Cricket. Because, he's got the best start. I'm not going to sing it. It's When You Wish Upon a Star. I'm not going to sing it. And then look for another video if you watch me sing badly. Let your conscience be your guide. And it doesn't mean so I've got voices in my head talking to me like Jiminy Cricket. But Jiminy Cricket. Yeah, Jiminy Cricket. Don't ask me why. Jiminy Cricket. Right. Warrior Rex. I'll say that slowly. Warrior Rex. Like your t-shirt. I think it was this one I was wearing when I did that little promo one. And I'm recording this all in one go, and I've got to edit it over the next whenever. So this question might not appear, I don't know when it's going to appear. But anyway, Like your t-shirt, this is Chewbacca. This comes from Primark if anyone's in England. £6 or £8 in Primark. Yeah, brilliant. Love Star Wars. Anyway, I kind of self-answered there. Star Wars rocks. Yes, it does. Do you like Star Wars? Well, the answer is yes, I do. I'm trying to think of anything around here that's Star Wars you probably can't see, but there's a Mickey money box. There's Nightmare Before Christmas. Love Nightmare Before Christmas. I can't see anything Star Warsy here in this room, but I do. Do I like Star Wars? Yes. And I'll tell you why, because I've got a lot of Star Wars autographs. I've met a fair few Star Wars actors. I've met Warwick Davis, who plays Wicket. I've met Anthony Daniels, C-3PO. I've met Kenny Baker, R2-D2, who's unfortunately died now. Princess Leia, unfortunately died, met her. There's loads I've met. I should do a little vlog of some of my autographs, perhaps do it as a slideshow, because I've got lots of autographs, lots. You know, if you can think of a genre, yeah, the chances are I've met someone in, you know, I've got lots of Star Trek autographs, you know, lots of Buffy autographs, Lord of the Rings autographs, movies in general, you know, just lots of autographs. But yeah, do I like Star Wars? Yes. Unfortunately, I'm old enough to have been there when the first one came out, 1977. That come out. Oh dear. So some people I talk to now, and it's like, oh, they weren't even born. It's like, oh, I feel old. But I was little when it was out, and at that point, Star Wars was a one-of-a-kind film, because there was nothing like that at that point. You know, if you're as old as me, you'll know what I mean. Films like that just do, now they're 10 a penny. The Jurassic Parks and all those big blockbuster films, 10 a penny, and they're good films. But at that point, there was nothing like that. There was 2001, which I think was before that come out. Prior to that, there were films by Ray Harryhausen. Now, if you've not seen Ray Harryhausen films, or you're thinking, who's Ray Harryhausen? He did, I think he was a producer, director or writer, but he basically did the stop animations of the monsters, for want of a better word. So if I say to you Jason and the Argonauts, if I say to you Sinbad and the Eye of the Tiger, if I say to you Clash of the Titans, the original one, if I say to you The Golden Voyage of Sinbad, he did those films, and the motion capture of the monsters, the Medusa and all that, he did all that. I've met him as well, and I've got, again unfortunately he's died, I met him, and I've got a book signed. It's called, what's it called? I think it's called The Art of Ray Harryhausen. So he kind of documents a lot of his stuff, and he's just phenomenal. I mean, one of his sort of films, if you know his stuff, I think it's called Earth versus the Flying Saucers. Now, at that point, sci-fi films, if you see a flying saucer, it was on a bit of string, just bounced around. He didn't. He animated it, so the lights were being animated round. It's like, wow, he was so far, you know, ahead of his game. And when he was talking, because he was hugely passionate about films in general, and he had said, and he had been told this directly by them, so if I'm wrong, ask them, because that's what he said. He said that if it wasn't for him, and he was told by these people, George Lucas wouldn't have been in films. Who's the other one? The one who does Indiana Jones films. George Lucas and Steven Spielberg wouldn't have got into films because they were inspired by Ray Harryhausen. So if that's not true, I don't know. If you ever bump into Steven or George, ask them. Only they know. But that's what Ray said in that thing, that he was told by them that Ray inspired them to get into movies. And everyone has an inspiration to do something. And yeah. So do I like Star Wars? Yes. Do I like the new movies? Yes. Am I critical of the new movies? No. There are people out there who will pick apart every movie. I don't. To me, they are what I call a popcorn movie. You watch them, you enjoy them, you love them, or you don't love them. and if you love that type of film, you kind of love them no matter what. Yes, you say that that film is better than that film, which is better than that film. I get all that, because you have your priorities. You know, in the Star Trek, I love the Star Trek movies. There's been, what, 6 Star Trek movies with Captain Kirk. Obviously the first one was cool, and that was kind of made on the back burner of Star Wars coming out. So Paramount said we've got to get a film out quick because Star Trek was going to be another TV series. Then they changed it, and we need to make this into a film because of Star Wars. So that was good. But then for me, the best Star Trek film is and always will be Star Trek 2 with Arthur Khan. Why is that? Ricardo Montalban, he was in the original Star Trek series, Space Seed. So you watch that episode, good episode. Then the film is a sequel to that episode. And then I've seen him in other stuff as well. Ricardo Montalban, great actor. He was in, and correct me if I'm wrong, he was in Dynasty 2 or Dynasty 2, The Colbys, and he was great in that. He was in Fantasy Island. Yes, boss, yes, boss. He was in Fantasy Island. I just love Ricardo Montalban. Unfortunately, he's died. I'd love to have met him. So, yeah, I'm kind of coming off a tangent here, but yeah, in a word, I love Star Wars. I buy certain Star Wars things. I think somewhere I've still got a lightsaber. Not my original lightsaber from 1977, but I have got a lightsaber somewhere with the sound effects, because, you know, it's not the most expensive one, it's only a kiddie one, but I had to have one to do all that with. I buy Star Wars things every now and then. Certainly buy Star Wars pins. And the Star Wars, we've not done the one in Florida yet, but we have done the one in Paris, the 3D version, and it's cool, even though it's all in French, and I can't speak French, but you still love it, because it's just, you know. But the original Star Wars ride, you was flying down the Death Star trench, it's like, yeah, I'm flying down the Death Star trench, it's like, oh, this is so cool. So, yeah, Star Wars, yeah, big thumbs up, love the films, love the films. Well, that's it for today. There will be some more Ask Me a Questions coming up, so do keep an eye out for those. If you still want to ask me a question, say just put a little question at the bottom of the comments box here, and do check out the description for the people who have contributed towards this little particular vlog, and check out their channels. So we'll see you soon. Ride